Okay, so we're gonna go take you on a tour of Apple Valley. It's not very exciting here, but keep on watching Philly Tomcats videos. I thought I'd show off where I live. The desert! Yay! So, happy 4th of July, and let's go. Okay, so this is our neighborhood. There's my gigantic weed-infested house. All that's still my yard, that's still my yard. Back there's my pistachio trees, that's my place. Hi, honey.
Hello.
There's my Wookie. Wookie say what? Okay. So, this is the desert. You can see the mountain over there. This is the nice neighborhood, you know. We got kind of nice houses here. But as we get closer, I will show you the mansions and stuff. Hold on. Okie dokie. This is where all of the high-class houses are. Or not all of them, but some of them, because this is our little mountain that everybody wanted to live next to. And yeah, on the other side of that mountain is a Walmart. Of all wonderful things that house. So they kind of dumbed down the town. Roy Rogers lived over here. Is that street? No. I'll show you Roy Rogers' house. We had Roy Rogers. He was our only claim to fame until him and Dale both passed away. And they moved to the museum and stuff. But here's a big old honking house too. What's the name of the mansion yet? Oh, see up. Oh, we gotta go around the corner. Up on the hill, that is Newton T. Bass's house. He was the founder of Apple Valley. Now they do weddings and stuff. We used to hike up the hill as a when I was in Girl Scouts and stuff. Is that the mansion?
Yeah, that's Dr. Reddy's.
Oh my gosh, you can't even see it anymore.
No, that's not Dr. Reddy's.
No, that's not Dr. Reddy's. Oh, but there's Newton T. Bass's. It's got a really cool pool and stuff up there. So, it's funny because I heard people talking about they don't have mountains. And I mean, that's not a mountain, but it's a hill. Okay, here's the mansion. One of the Reddys. Woohoo! Yeah, that's sweet. So close to Walmart. Julie, it's your fault. You know that, right? Oh, you can't even see it. Oh.
Red roof.
Yeah, that red roof over there. No, you can't see it. Oh, there. If you look through there, that was Roy Rogers' house, which has been sold many times now. And here's the golf course. There's more mountains over there. Yeah, our golf course looks all dying. So, desert on one side and golf course on the other. Oh, how beautiful the desert, huh? It's beautiful unless you live here. There's no Joshua trees. I have to show you our Joshua trees. This is like one of the only places. Oh, and see? Over there? Yeah, that's Walmart. Built right into our mountain, cut into our mountain. We weren't too happy with them. And guess what they're doing now? They are going to rip it out. Oh no, leave it there. Leave it empty. And they're going to put up a super Walmart. So they cut into our mountain for nothing. But here's what's funny, okay? See all those mansions over here? This is Felony Flats. So right across the street, mansions, Felony Flats. Isn't that special? We're separated by a street. Over here is where people die and people get robbed, and It's wonderful. There's a ton of apartments over there, and yeah, the cops won't even come over here.
For the Air Force Base.
Oh, it was originally used for the Air Force Base. They torn down our Air Force Base, or shut it down. So,
How do we get in here? Nice house.
this is more nice houses over here. So isn't it funny, right here, this is a nice area. But if you go across the street,
Right here with the Jeep, Roy Rogers' other house. That's
Oh.
Nellie Bell.
oh, okay. That's Roy Rogers' other house. Did not know that. So, yeah, hold on. I'll show you as we get closer to, whatchamacallit, Desert Knolls. We were told Doris Day owned that house, but we don't know. See, Apple Valley in Victorville back in their heyday was a dude. They had a big dude ranch here, and this is where the golden age of Hollywood, they would all come and hang out because it was the oasis. It was away from everything. We're about an hour and a half from LA, so they could get away from Hollywood and come to the quiet, but it's built up, so it's not what it once was. But I would never move because I really, really, really love my city. But anyways, I'll show you as we get closer to Desert Knolls. Okay, here's our hospital, St. Mary's. And all of this area over here is considered Desert Knolls. I mean, it's Apple Valley, but it's the area that we call Desert Knolls. So behind these businesses, there's a bunch of really pretty houses or like condos or whatever. So this is still considered the nice part of Apple Valley. And see that mountain? That is what separates Apple Valley from Victorville. As soon as you kind of enter the mountain, you hit Victorville. And I'm going to show you something really funny when we get there. But yeah, this is Desert Knolls. Okay. Back here, it's kind of hard to see. There's mansions all up in the hills. Here. Large houses, that's Desert Knolls. See, beautiful. And then you get into the mountains. There's our really cool school. And see, you can see the tree line over there? That's the Mighty Mojave. We live in a desert. It's an underground river. You can hardly see it. The only time you ever really get to see the Mojave flow is when the rains, when the snow melts from Big Bear, because we live about 20 minutes from Big Bear.
One of the only few rivers in the world that goes south to north.
Yep, south to north. So, this is now in Victorville. And guess what? That is Slumville! Yay! Oh yes! You go from beautiful Desert Knolls to the absolute trashiest part of Victorville. This is worse than Felony Flats. This area has horrible, horrible stuff. Oh, see that bridge? Lots of music videos filmed there and stuff. Oh, there is water in the Mojave.
Yeah, that's where all the homeless people live.
That's where the homeless people live, and they bathe. They bathe out of the cement plants and everything. And back here, there's railroad tracks, and behind those railroad tracks, yeah, you don't want to go. Oh, there's water in the Mojave. Imagine that. So yeah, and this is absolutely the trashiest part of town. So yeah. Everywhere in here is just separated by blocks. One block is beautiful, the next block is trash. And this is Victorville. Okay, we are still in Victorville here, but I wanted to show you way off in the background. You can see the dog food plant that we have here. And when they built that, they built it right next to a really exclusive little area to live in. Well, the dog food plant put out a horrible stench, and everybody started complaining. So they said they'd fix it. They did this and did that, and they never fixed the scent. Are they still open?
Yeah, no, they actually got the whole thing resolved.
Okay, they
But
resolved
all those
it.
houses back there
But
behind it.
see all those houses? Yeah, they had to smell dog food stench. Isn't that lovely? That's a great story.
That's city planning at its best.
This, yeah, our city had nothing for so long, and so they were so happy to have something go in, because we have, that's the dog food plant. Is that the Mars?
Yeah, that's M&M Mars distribution.
You can't see through the hill. But there's M&M Mars behind there. We have a Dr. Pepper plant,
It's nowhere
the
near here.
other side of Victorville. And we had a glass plant and a paint factory. Let me see, that's the paint
No,
factory.
that's the glass plant.
Oh, that's a glass plant.
Yeah.
But there's, are they open? Or are they
no,
closed?
glass plant's still closed.
Glass plant closed, the
Paint factory, I think.
paint
is
factory's still open. So this is like the industrial part of Victorville. Anyways, more to come. Okay, so coming up here, this Pizza Hut that Marty and I worked at for, my gosh, Marty worked there for 5 years and I worked there for 3. Everybody remember Pizza Hut?
Many of
Yay!
our friends work there too.
Most of our friends and family worked there. Everybody worked at Pizza Hut. So, okay, here's what's funny. Victorville, Hesperia.
Across the street.
Victorville, Hesperia. For miles and miles. It's just separated by Bear Valley Road. So, what's funny is when we worked for Pizza Hut, they would want us to deliver across the street. We'd have to tell them, no, we are a franchise store. We cannot, there's a corporate store in Victorville, in Hesperia, and we're not allowed to go into their area. But we're across the street. Yeah, we can't go there. But we're across the street. I wish we could, but we can't. We couldn't even deliver right there because
We weren't allowed to.
we were a franchise. Yeah, strange planning. But yeah, there's Victorville, there's Hesperia.